Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. And as I am sure you can see by the title and the very beginning of this video is I am doing a speed build. This is a speed build of a vet clinic. It's going to be a more modern take on a vet clinic, or I mean, some of you may have vet clinics like looking like this all the time. I know where I live, they don't necessarily look like this. I mean, I'm sure there's probably a few, but not many. I actually built this a long time ago. If you've been following my channel and paying attention to a lot of the other speed builds that I've been doing, I'm sure you have seen my rustic vet clinic, and I actually made that one specifically for my Disney Princess Let's Play. I've been doing a slightly different version of the original Disney Princess challenge. This new one is just a little bit different, where it has some other challenges just to implement more of the newer packs into the actual challenge. And so for Gen 2, which is Cinderella, it also changes the order of the princesses. It puts them in order as far as the actual like a realistic timeline. So their order of the Disney princesses are a little bit different. Cinderella is Gen 2. And a part of her challenge, or should I say goals, is to run a vet clinic. And we specifically have to get a 5-star vet clinic. And if you've been paying attention to that series, you know that I have been struggling a lot with that. But anyways, I actually built this vet clinic first because I just kind of was looking up pictures of like vet clinics. So I really wasn't sure what I wanted to do for it. And I saw a picture that inspired me to do this one. But then like halfway through building this, I realized this would not fit into Cinderella's timeline. So I still finished it, but I obviously, like I said, I built a whole nother one that's more rustic. Obviously, again, there were probably no vet clinics or any sort of care for animals, unfortunately, during Cinderella's time, but I made it like more rustic to kind of fit the vibes and everything. But for all the Disney princesses, I'm only on Gen 2, but for all of them, I've been trying to look up a lot of pictures of where at least one of their homes throughout the movies to kind of recreate it. And so I did one for Snow White, and for Cinderella, I did like the manor that she grew up in. I was not about to tackle a whole castle. That's just too much, but I have other builds for the Disney Princess Challenge with that. So this video is actually going to be going up right before the new pack is coming out. And I'm just wondering how everyone's feeling about the new pack. I know a lot of people have a lot of opinions. Some people are really into it. Some people don't like it at all. Some people are still worried about, obviously, the big problem with a lot of the stuff not really working properly that we already have. And some people are just afraid to get their hopes up on whether or not it's actually going to be what they think it is and stuff like that. I know there's a lot of thoughts and opinions. For me personally, I don't know if I really will get the pack, because I just don't think I personally would use a lot of the features in it. And I honestly, if I'm being completely honest, I was literally just thinking about this, but for a lot of the new packs, in reality, I really don't use any of the gameplay. I just got the pack because a lot of the build buy stuff, or sometimes the cast stuff, is really interesting, or I really like it. And so that's my sole reason for buying it. Like Home Chef Hustle, I have not done anything in regards to any of the gameplay with that. I literally have a Let's Play, Lucid Legacy, where my Sims are living in the world for the Horse Ranch pack, but I really haven't done any of the gameplay of it. I just occasionally trying to take care of the horse that we already have. Similar thing, because I have a horse in my Disney Princess Challenge as well for Cinderella, because she has to have 2 pets, and she did have 2 pets in the movies. A horse and a dog. And I unfortunately kind of neglect the horses in both of those Let's Plays, because for one, I have to take care of all of the Sims, and the Sims have like different things and different goals that they have to take care of. But I also just don't like I'm just not bothered to do the gameplay of it. And so that's why I've been trying to do better with my consumption of like things and everything. because I recently, like about 2 years ago, I guess to some people that might not be recent, I just got into like K-pop and stuff, and so I had started collecting some albums of certain groups and stuff like that, but I kind of stopped over the last like kind of a year or so because I just feel like I'm buying all of these things, but I'm not really using them to like the full extent, and so it's kind of wasteful. So I've been really thinking about like cutting back on just going out and buying, you know, game packs and stuff like that and DLCs for games when I know in reality that I'm really not going to play it. I have so many games that I've bought over the years that I have not touched once. So I think I probably will hold off on getting it for sure. I say that now, but I may end up getting it just for the excitement of everything. But I know in reality though, there's already, luckily I am someone who has the ability to play The Sims on a computer, which obviously a lot of people don't necessarily have that luxury if they're playing on console. But I do have the ability to add mods to my games. And so a lot of the things that are being added as far as the gameplay of the new pack are already things that I pretty much have access to through mods that I already have in my game or mods that I could easily get in my game. So that's another reason for me to kind of not really justify buying this new pack. But like I said, I may change my mind. You never know, because I definitely have done that in the past. I didn't buy the Home Chef. I can never get these pack names correct, but the Home Chef Hustle pack, or Chef Hustle, no. Home? I don't even know what the pack is called. But I know I did not initially buy that when it first came out, but then like after like a week or two, I ended up buying it. Just because I kept on seeing people build like really cool kitchens and stuff, and I was like, I kind of want to do that too. So I went and bought it. But I'm going to try to resist buying it unless I really see a lot of gameplay and a lot of ways that I could use the pack that would be beneficial and be worth actually spending my money on. So it's just a lot to think about, I suppose. But obviously, a lot of people have early access and they're posting a lot of videos to kind of allow you to have a better look at what is actually going to come with the pack. But hopefully that will help with making the decision on whether or not I actually need to buy this pack or not. But let me know how you guys feel about the pack down below. But I feel like I pretty much spent the majority of this video talking about the new pack Love Struck coming out, instead of actually talking about my build. So as you can see here, this is kind of the lobby area. The lobby area is a lot of the vet clinic, obviously. And then I only had like 3 rooms that I made, and one of them specifically has like the surgery stuff for it in there. I obviously wanted to keep it pretty small. I didn't want to have some big fancy schmancy vet clinic because it was only going to be used for this one little part of my let's play. And also I felt like the less I have to worry about other NPC Sims working at my clinic, the better. But I think it actually turned out really well. I was really happy and satisfied with the way I built this, because this is my first time ever really building anything like this. I really stay away from any sort of like community builds and stuff. I pretty much just build residential lots because that's what I'm more comfortable with. I'm not really comfortable with building anything with like besides residential, basically. I don't know what to say, but this makes me kind of want to try to do a little bit more as far as resident or community. I did once try to start building a park, and then my game crashed like hours into it. And obviously I'm sure we've all been there, where once your game crashes after you've been spending hours doing something, you kind of don't want to go back to it. So I never finished building the park because despite playing The Sims for so many years, I still have not learned my lesson of saving on a regular basis. Still haven't learned that. But I also figured that I would add in a little bathroom I completely didn't think about that before, but then right before I was finishing up the build, I was like, wait a minute, I don't have a bathroom in here, and if my sim is going to be here all day, there probably should be a bathroom in here. I built a little bathroom really quick just to fit in that little space where I had the I have a chair next to the surgery part, so when your pet is in surgery, but obviously in the Sims are just like right in the surgery room. Completely unrealistic, but it is the Sims. But I'm just kind of doing some last minute touches, just fixing a few things here and there, changing a few things. But for the most part, oh wait, it's not over. And the reason why it's very blue is because that's another part of it being initially for Cinderella, is Cinderella's signature color is blue. And so I made a lot of the furniture and like the rooms blue for Cinderella. But like I said, like I realized halfway through of like, wait a minute, this is a little too modern for an actual vet clinic for Cinderella. So we probably should, you know, completely scratch this one and do a whole nother one that's a little bit more rustic. And I'll make sure to link the rustic one somewhere in the video or even down below, so you can see the two different vet clinics. But I just try to add a, you know, pizzazz to the room so they're just not like boring, sterile rooms. And I just added in some of the cats and dogs posters and stuff. This build is pretty much over and finished, so I am going to go ahead and close out. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope that you guys enjoyed this video, and I will catch you guys for the next time. Catch you guys for the next one. Bye.